Hello class 10th. Hope you all are fit and fine and concentrating in your studies. Children, be regular with your studies as now very less time is there for your board exam, right? And the chapter which one information I want to share with you that the chapter which we have done last time in last video that contact process of sulfuric acid. Actually, children, that is not in your syllabus. Just yesterday only I came to know about that reduced syllabus of ICSE, because ICSE has reduced some part of in chemistry chapters. All chapters are there in chemistry, but only some parts are reduced. Okay, so side by side I'll tell you which part is reduced with the, but the chapters which we have already done previously, they all are in your syllabus, right? And in bio also, the chapter that is your chapter number 2, genetics, and coordination, chemical coordination is also not in your syllabus. And that chapter reproduction, human population, human evolution, and that pollution, they are also not in your syllabus. So in bio you have total I think 6 chapters are reduced. Okay, and in chemistry all chapters are there, only some parts are reduced. So okay, side by side I'll tell you when we will discuss the chapters. That time only I'll tell you which part you have to learn. Okay, and that part only we will discuss. Okay, in today's in this video we will discuss about the chemical properties of sulfuric acid, that how the sulfuric acid behave as an acid when it is dilute, and its oxidizing properties when it is concentrated, and its dehydrating property, right? Okay, now let's continue this chapter, sulfuric acid. Now, chemical properties of sulfuric acid. The chemical properties of sulfuric acid depend on whether the acid is dilute or concentrated. Now, first we will discuss about the properties of dilute sulfuric acid. Children, just remember, pure means 100% sulfuric acid is not an acid as it does not ionize. But dilute sulfuric acid is act as an acid, and its acidic nature is due to the presence of what? Hydronium ion. Acidic, just look at here, acidic properties of dilute sulfuric acid are due to the presence of hydronium ions formed when sulfuric acid dissociate in aqueous solution. When sulfuric acid dissolve in water, when it is dissolve in water, it gives you what? Hydronium ion, H3O positive ion and sulfate ion, and just because of these hydronium ion, it's a dilute sulfuric acid behave as an acidic nature. Now dilute sulfuric acid turns blue litmus paper red and methyl orange to pink, just like other acids, right? Now next is your acidic properties of dilute sulfuric acid. First is your all of you know, in previous chapter, in the chapter of hydrochloric acid also you have read that whenever the active metals react with dilute acids, they give salt and hydrogen gas. The same way, when active metal like zinc, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives zinc sulfate salt and hydrogen gas. The same way, iron, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives you iron 2 sulfate and hydrogen gas. Now, so hydrogen gas is evolved when active metals react with dilute sulfuric acid. Now, next is your this one also you know that whenever the bases they react with acids, they give what? Salt and water. So when base like potassium oxide, sodium oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, zinc oxide, or hydroxide like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, copper hydroxide, when they react with dilute sulfuric acid, they always give salt and water. Like K2O, potassium oxide, when react with sulfuric acid, it gives you potassium sulfate and water. Same way sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Just remember, potassium and sodium properties are same. So KOH or NaOH, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives you sodium sulfate and water. Now all these are properties of dilute sulfuric acid. Just remember. The same way when zinc oxide or zinc hydroxide, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives zinc sulfate, salt and water. Right? Now next is your carbonates or bicarbonates. Metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives salt, water and carbon dioxide. Like potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, zinc carbonate, copper carbonate, aluminum carbonate, or bicarbonate like potassium bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate, calcium bicarbonate. When they react with dilute sulfuric acid, right, they always give what? Salt, water and carbon dioxide. Like just K2CO3 plus H2SO4 gives you what? And all these are what? They all are dilute, right? And they give what? K2SO4 salt and water, H2O and CO2 carbon dioxide gas. So whenever carbonates or bicarbonates react with dilute acids, they always give out which gas? Carbon dioxide gas. Okay. Now what is the property of carbon dioxide gas? It always turns lime water milky. Now next is your what? Sulfide and bisulfides. Means when metal sulfide or metal bisulfides like potassium sulfide, sodium sulfide, calcium sulfide, or potassium bisulfide or calcium bisulfide or magnesium bisulfide, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, they always give salt, water and sulfur dioxide gas. Which gas? Sulfur dioxide gas. Sulfur dioxide gas also turn lime water milky. But there is another test to identify, to differentiate between CO2 and SO2. Right? That we will learn later on. So just look at here, CaSO2, calcium sulfide, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, gives you calcium sulfate, water and sulfur dioxide. The same way when magnesium bisulfite react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives you magnesium sulfate, then and water and sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, now next is your sulfide. When metal sulfide react with what? Dilute sulfuric acid or with any dilute acid, it gives salt and which gas? Hydrogen sulfide gas, H2S or hydrogen sulfide gas. Like any metal sulfide, potassium sulfide or zinc sulfide or iron 2 sulfide, when they react with dilute sulfuric acid, all these are what? Dilute sulfuric acid, they give what? Salt like potassium sulfate or zinc sulfate or iron 2 sulfate, and which gas? Hydrogen sulfide gas. H2S is a hydrogen sulfide gas, right? Now next is, and what is this, how you will identify this H2S gas? It has a characteristic smell that is called what? Rotten egg smell. What is the characteristic smell of hydrogen sulfide? That is your rotten egg smell. Right, now next is your next property of sulfuric acid is as a dibasic acid. This is also what? Dilute sulfuric acid property. It behave as a dibasic acid. What do you mean by dibasic acid? The acid which has two replaceable hydrogen ion, and they give two types of salts. So you know that sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, forms two types of salts with an alkali, since its basicity is 2. What you will say? Dilute sulfuric acid forms two types of salt. Which two types of salts? Acid salts and normal salt. For example, when sodium hydroxide insufficient, means less amount of sodium hydroxide, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, then acid salt, that is your what? NaHSO4, that is your sodium bisulfate, and water is formed. The same way when sodium hydroxide, when it is taken in excess, react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives you what? Sodium sulfate. This is your what? Normal salt. And what is its name? Sodium sulfate, right? And water. So just remember, dilute sulfuric acid forms two types of salt, that is your what? Acid salt and normal salt. But the conditions are different. When you are taking this alkali in insufficient quantity, in less quantity, then acid salt is formed. But when the alkali is taken in excess, then which salt is formed? Normal salt is formed. In place of NaOH, you can take KOH also, right? Or here also you can take KOH, but in excess, here in insufficient. Now next is your sulfuric acid as a non-volatile acid. In the preparation of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, you have read that what are the reactant you are taking? That you will take you have taken concentrated sulfuric acid, right? So concentrated sulfuric acid is non-volatile acid with high boiling point. Hence, on heating with salts of more volatile acid like HCl and HNO3, it displaces the volatile acids from their salts. Hence, concentrated sulfuric acid used in the preparation of HCl and HNO3. Now, what are the salts of volatile acids? Like NaCl is a salt of volatile acid HCl. Same way, NaNO3 is a salt of volatile HNO3 acid. When they react with concentrated sulfuric acid in but the temperature should be less than 200 degrees Celsius, then what is formed? Sodium bisulfate and hydrogen chloride gas is produced. Same way here, when sodium nitrate is heated with sulfuric acid at the temperature less than 200 degrees Celsius, but here now it is your concentrated sulfuric acid. Just children remember, now you are studying about the concentrated sulfuric. Now we are talking about the concentrated sulfuric acid. When this concentrated sulfuric acid react with NaCl or NaNO3, they form salt, that is your acid salt, because the temperature is taken less than 200 degrees Celsius. And HCl is formed, and here nitric acid is formed. Okay, now next fourth chemical property of sulfuric acid is it acts as an oxidizing agent. Here now we are talking about again concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a strong oxidizing agent, and that's why it is a strong oxidizing agent, because on thermal decomposition of concentrated sulfuric acid, it decomposes water, sulfur dioxide and nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen can oxidizes matters, non-matters and inorganic salts. Now in your syllabus only these two reactions are there as oxidizing agent, that is your reaction of concentrated sulfuric acid with carbon and with sulfur. Now when carbon react with concentrated sulfuric acid, when concentrated sulfuric acid is added to carbon, then this carbon is oxidizes to carbon dioxide. So what is your oxidized product? That is your CO2, and sulfur dioxide and water is produced. Now, these two products are always formed, water and sulfur dioxide, and this nascent oxygen oxidizes this non-metal, that is your carbon is oxidizes to carbon dioxide. The same way sulfur is oxidized to sulfur dioxide with the help of concentrated sulfuric acid, and it gives water. So sulfur, when concentrated sulfuric acid react, it gives you oxidized product, that is the sulfur dioxide and water. Right, now next is your concentrated sulfuric acid is act as a strong dehydrating agent. Okay, now what do you mean by dehydrate? D means removal, hydrating means water. So concentrated sulfuric acid removes elements of water due to its its strong affinity for water. So when this concentrated sulfuric acid is added to glucose, right, when you add concentrated sulfuric acid on a glucose, when you pour concentrated sulfuric acid on a glucose powder, you will get a black carbon. You will get just black carbon, that is your 6C plus 6H2O. That water is removed, and what is left only? That is your black charcoal is left, that is your carbon. The same way, when concentrated sulfuric acid is poured on cane sugar, then you get a black spongy mass of carbon, and here what steam is evolved, right? Now next is your now concentrated sulfuric acid also removes water of crystallization from hydrated salts. What are hydrated salts? You know that which contain what? Water of crystallization. For example, this copper sulfate .5H2O. What is it? Hydrated copper sulfate. And what is the color of it? Blue. Now, blue copper hydrated copper sulfate, when turned to white copper sulfate when concentrated sulfuric acid is added on hydrated copper sulfate. So what is your observation? What do you observe when concentrated sulfuric acid is added to blue hydrated copper sulfate? It turned to white copper sulfate, and it is called white anhydrous copper sulfate, right? Because this question generally asked in the form of what do you observe, right? Now one more is here, okay, when concentrated sulfuric acid is added to crystals of sugar, then what do you observe? Then what would be your answer? What you will write? Black spongy charred mass of carbon is formed, and steam is seen to be evolved when concentrated sulfuric acid is poured or added to crystals of sugar, right? Thank you, children, and just learn it by heart. Okay, all the reactions. Okay, bye.